Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Moltrap, and I'm coming at you here with, whoops, let's get this situated here, with Cholera alongside, and we're going to be casting the Winners Bracket Finals of the ESL tournament. I did the Winners Bracket Semifinals, one of the sets at least from the semifinals. So if you want to go back and watch that first, you can go to my account, youtube.com/Moltrap, just in case. Anyway. And the semifinals I did were Strelok versus Drieven, and that was a very, very cool set, very fun games. Hopefully this will not disappoint either, and if you know what races they are, you will know that Drieven is in fact the one who won those semifinals. Here's Drieven at the bottom part of the map. We'll give you some, just if you want to see there really quick. And yes, if you saw that, just teasing you with it. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Oh, it's Mondragon. Mondragon is the red Zerg at the top of the map, and he won the other semifinal. And so here they are in the Winners Bracket Finals. Now this is a double elimination tournament, so basically what that means is you have to lose twice. And at this point, neither of these players have lost. They've both gone all the way through the Winners Bracket. Now the loser of this match will go to the Losers Bracket, and then it's kind of complicated, but face the winner of the Losers Bracket, and they could then face the same person again in the final match. Theoretically. So this isn't by any means the last game, but it's definitely important because the winner of this only then has to beat one more matchup in order to basically take the tournament. So Drieven here in the bottom corner, Protoss player, putting a gateway down here first, which is very interesting. Against Zerg, not very typical.
Wow.
And we're probably going to see a second gateway as well, since usually when you go for a build like this, you're getting two gateways. No, he's going for a one base tech build. So very interesting thing going on. Now I'm kind of going on here, but I know a little bit more about these players. So just really quick, first of all, if you don't know Mondragon, then you have not watched any foreign StarCraft. He's basically one of the most famous StarCraft foreigners ever. He's been to World Cyber Games more times than I can shake a stick at, and he's just basically an incredible player. He's basically the most famous, definitely the most famous German player, and it's just constantly in top form. You know, he is just a regular in the top echelons of tournaments and everything. Drieven is a newer player, but still very, very strong player. Strong Protoss player. He got into the World Cyber Games for Poland. He's one of the best Polish players around, and he's been in the World Cyber Games for Poland the last few years, I believe. The last couple years. I know 07 and I believe 08. But he's been doing really well in some other tournaments recently as well. So a very strong player. Basically, you know, if you're going to pick any foreign Protoss player that's going to have a chance against Mondragon, Drieven's going to be among the top 5 people that you might want to pit against him. So this is going to be a really good matchup, and I think it could go either way. But we are seeing a kind of an unusual build here from Drieven. And he may theoretically catch Mondragon off guard because Mondragon's just doing the slow Overlord here, and he's not going to find out what's going on here. Might not even scout where his base is until very late in the game, since his other Overlord is not going to reach the other spawn point until a little bit later either. Whereas Drieven has scouted Mondragon, knows what's going on, sees this third hatchery going down, knows everything. So in any case, now that hopefully you have a little bit of an idea of what's going on here and who these players are, why don't you tell us what your opinion is, Cholera, of these two players' builds at the moment?
Yeah, hello. For those of you who didn't get my name, this is Cholera SC. I also have a YouTube channel, and I've done a little bit of commentating myself. But here we're seeing that we're seeing a one gate tech build here from Drieven. Very interesting. We could be seeing a lot of different things. Reverse Air is definitely possible, or this fast DTs, or fast Templar. Actually, since we haven't seen the Stargate, I would actually think it's going to be some kind of fast speed lot, perhaps with a couple of Archon build here, is going to be my guess. And now Mondragon finally scouts with his first couple of things. Now, the fact of the matter is, since Mondragon went for a double expand, he's going to be a little bit vulnerable to whatever one base tech we're going to see here from the Protoss player. And this is a strange map for him to be going this build, though, because this is Othello. I don't know if you mentioned it, but I'm just surprised in general that we're seeing this kind of divergence here, especially on the first game, going for the one base tech build. And it is going to be a gateway push here. It's going to probably be speed lots with some Templar, probably speed lot Archon or something like that. There is the leg upgrade for the Zealots. So definitely a lot of possibilities here. Could have been, you know, Dragoon Reaver. Certainly that's one exciting build that we have seen in foreign and Korean play. And you know, the thing is, I think this has been scouted, but I think Mondragon has seen as you said, he's very experienced. I think he's seen pretty much every kind of build there is. So I'm going to guess he's going to try to get some lurkers. And if you check the Hydralisk den, I bet it is researching lurker aspect right now. Yep.
Yeah, and you're right. As soon as the lair came in, he started researching the lurkers there. So it's going to be a bit of a race almost, because if Drieven can get in this rush, he's going to have a couple dragoons to accompany, it looks like. But if he can get this rush in before those lurkers are in, he may catch Mondragon without any defense. He does have a decent economy going, so it's possible he'll be able to macro out just enough Hydralisks and Zerglings to deal with the assault force of Zealots quickly enough. But I don't think he will. He's going to have a lot of Zealots out here in a minute. And, oh, one Ling running in. He might get in. Oh, the Zealots do catch it on the ramp, and it dies before he gets in. So Mondragon still does not know precisely what is happening. Although, I don't think he saw that speed upgrade either with that Ling. The speed was not quite upgraded yet. He's going to find out in just a moment, though. Drieven coming in here with this attack. I don't think that Mondragon has enough Lings to deal with this right now. And Lurker upgrade is not quite finished yet either. So if Drieven goes in right now, I think he might be able to take Mondragon out, but it's going to be close.
Alright, Drieven does not have the +1 upgrade, by the way. This is not one of your normal speed lock builds. It's much faster than that, and now we're seeing a big fight here. There's that one Dragoon there. It's actually being quite useful. They're getting a lot of free hits off on the Zerglings. A lot of Zerglings go down. No Zealots go down, but critically, it looks like Drieven's actually retreating. He's not going for that second base. He might just be gathering his units or something. There's a Sunken going up at the natural. I don't think there's anything at the third, though. Yeah, there's nothing here. There is that Sunken there, but... and Lurker Egg's coming out now, so I think Drieven probably had his opportunity then. Okay, now he's losing his units around, but I think that was a... I don't know what you thought, Moltrep, but I thought that was a little bit of an unnecessary delay there, running back to the south and running up again. Now he's catching that Lurker as it comes out, but once the Lurkers get down... Oh, nice work there, though.
Sniping the Lurker.
Yeah, but losing a lot of... a couple of Zealots there. And his attack has failed. I think he's set up a Forge. Has he set up a Forge at his natural and expanded yet?
Yeah, it looks like he's taking this opportunity to expand or get set up for an expansion, rather. And since he had that Citadel, he was able to get Templar out pretty quickly as well. Let's see if he does have... He does not have Storm yet, so he's still a little bit of danger. But once he sticks these Zealots in this little door, he's going to be fine for the amount of time it will take to get those Templar to have the Storm. They have enough energy, but they don't quite have Storm yet. So I think Drieven, kind of like you said, I think he missed his opportunity. He fell back when he needed. That was the last 10 seconds he could really do much damage with those units, and he fell back instead. And then it just gave Mondragon the 10 seconds he needed to get out about a crap-tillion of Zerglings and get the Lurkers morphing as well. And now he's got a Lurker Contain set up, although Storms are going to be... He's having to use up his Storms, though. That's 2 of his Storms out of only... he's only got 1 more Storm, I think, at the moment. Yeah, and so... He's probably going to be able to set up some more Lurkers here and do a containment if that's what he chooses to do. He does appear to be building more Lurkers, not en masse. He seems to be kind of setting up for a longer game, actually, putting on some Evo Chambers. So we'll have to see what he decides to do, if he's going to expand or if he's just going to try and go all in off 3 bases or something like that. But Drieven is setting up to get his second base going, and he's got some more Templar coming out, so I think he's going to be well defended for the mid game.
Whoa, he looks like he's got his rally point going somewhere weird there. Oh, no, never mind. Whoa, he was just going to do some dangerous storming there, managing to catch some Lings, not managing to catch anything else, but he'll probably morph at least one of these sets into Archons. He's got 6 right now, 6 High Templar. Just now taking a second. Now, the thing is, Mondragon's economy is so much stronger than Drieven's this game so far. He's had these 3 base ups since practically the beginning of the game, and right now he can go for a lot of different things. He's going for a Spire, actually, so he is going to decide to stay on the mid game for a little bit longer. One other option he could have had was to just go straight to a Hive and expand it one more time and then gone Ultraling. But he is deciding to just stick with layer level units, stick with this combination of Lurkers and Lings. +1 being upgraded right now. It's probably +2 actually. Why don't you check one of these units? Oh no, +1. Wow, that is a late +1. It's like the latest you can ever get in a Protoss versus Zerg without like losing everything first. But yeah, Mondragon's gonna be way ahead of Drieven no matter what in upgrades this entire game. So it's not looking good for Drieven at all, this strategy. Mondragon expanding again, that's his 3rd expansion, and he's got a nice Lurker contain up. Drieven, does he have a robotics facility up, Moltrap?
I was just looking around. Yeah. I have not seen a robotics facility either. He's just basically depending straight on Templar attack. He's going to need it. Okay, he's getting it now. He's going to need it for observers, even though he's obviously forfeited the Reavers. And yeah, I mean, like you said, he basically had kind of a rush strategy, and I think that Zealot's just kind of probing the defenses. He doesn't have observers. He doesn't know what's out there, so he's going to run that Zealot out and see a lot of spines coming out there, although I guess he knew these two were there because they've got 1 storm each on them. But yeah, I mean, he missed his rush, and now he's in kind of a bad position. Mondragon is ahead on upgrades, ahead on economy, ahead on bases, and he's got him contained as well, and he's just, you know, having to waste all of these storms to kill. Well, not waste, but he's having to use up all of his storms to kill off lurkers, and that's meaning that he can't move out, because if he tries to move out, he won't have the storm to deal with Mastlings and Hydralisks. So things looking very good for Mondragon. He's got some Scourge set up here to try and snipe the first observers that come out too. So it looks like Mondragon has this game pretty sealed up at the moment, but Drieven is a very good player. I've seen him come back from some tough positions before, so I'm not going to count him out quite yet, but he has his work come out for him.
Yeah, I mean, in a game between foreigners here, I mean, we do notice the game pace is slightly slower than in the Korean games. If you watch them, you would see probably more harassment action from Mondragon at this point, probably going for little drops or maybe a couple of mutas here and there. But he really doesn't need to. On the other hand, he can comfortably sit back and macro, and he will win this game as long as he prevents Drieven from moving out. Drieven just now getting his first observer, and his 6th gateway probably, or 5th gateway, it doesn't matter. He's going to get probably 1 chance to push out, and 1 chance only. I do fully expect Mondragon to break him when he tries to push out, either right before he breaks the lurker container or right afterwards. I don't think there's much of a chance of success, but he's going to have to try anyway, and there looks like he's got his first observer, storming 1 lurker to death. He's got a total of 5 High Templar there, so it could be a lot of Storm, but not a lot of other units to speak of, like less than a dozen other units. And now he's going to go up, and these 2 good Storms going off on the Lurkers, getting some damage on them, so the next time they get hit by anything, they're going to go down. Mondragon smartly moving back there. Notice that he's also got good macro going on here. Also, but good Storms catching some more of the Lings and Hydras. So he might actually be able to break this lurker container without too many losses. A little bit surprised that Mondragon doesn't have more here. He scourges the observers, though. Nice work. That was beautiful play by Mondragon, and that's going to slow him down a lot more, although he's got 1 more observer now.
Sniping the High Templar as well. So yeah. Drieven doing a lot better job against that contain than I thought he would, like you said.
So many lurkers.
But there are a ton more lurkers around here. He's got a little bit of a gap here in the containment, and it looks like Drieven's going to try and make use of that to move out a little bit, or at least move around. But he just does not have it. He needs 2 or 3 times that amount of Dragoons to really do a really good job, especially with these reinforcements coming in here with Zerglings to reinforce and everything. And Mondragon, in the meantime, is just macroing up like crazy. He's got his 4th base going. He's getting his hive up now as well. His upgrades are just going nuts. I believe this is plus 2 Carapace. Yeah, plus 2 Carapace is nearly complete. So Drieven has got to break out and do some damage. Now Storm's coming out here. Scourge going in. Oh, the Overlord spots. No, the observers managed to get away. No, they do not get away. Wow. So he is not going to be able to break this containment with just Storms alone. He needed those observers. He's lost all of them to some critical Scourges. And look, he's just got several... wow, a lot of lurkers still containing him on this side over here. More Scourge waiting in the wings as well. Another observer is out. He's going to try and break out. This is his last chance. He really needs to break out here. Scourge coming in. Oh, they're going to target. The last observer goes down, but the lurkers are all dead, so it doesn't matter. Drieven, one is still alive. It's going to go down to a Storm. So Drieven has managed to break out here, but I think he just expended way too many resources on that, and Mondragon's just going to be able to macro up off of like a almost no, not as many hatcheries as I thought, but 7 or 8 hatcheries. He's going to be pumping the units out just straight to the front here and just try and nail it home with macro alone, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, once again, we saw Drieven a little bit indecisive. I was not with you with the last Drieven cast, but I certainly hope he was a little more aggressive in his play, and that's probably how he managed to win. But this game, he's been surprisingly, in my opinion at least, surprisingly slow on the offensive. Especially with that first Zealot speed attack. I mean, man, 1 base Zealots, you gotta use them if you have them. And I'm just very surprised that he decided to just conserve them when he should just try to kill off 1 hatchery at least. Anyway, here we go. Now Mondragon trying to stop him from taking the 2nd expansion. Probably going to kill off most of these units. And, a lot of good Storms, but that's just not a lot of units. +2, +1. For the lurkers, that's really, really powerful. Probably going to see Crack upgrade pretty soon to the Lings also, given that there's a hive out, and that's going to help greatly. Looks like they're not upgraded just yet. I don't think they are. No, they're not. But anyway, he is going to take down this expansion. With that, I do fully expect Drieven to type out.
Yeah, this is pretty much GG here. He needed this expansion to stay in the game. He's going to lose it right now. He just does not have the forces to deal with all of this stuff coming in here. Even though the lurkers are bunched up, he can't really do much about it. His Templar are almost all... No, yeah, he's only got 1 Templar remaining. And those are just really juicy targets right there. But it's just too much stuff being put out by Mondragon. Here's his rally point here. It's been constantly full of random things... Random units being pumped from various hatcheries and he just keeps throwing groups at this location just over and over again. He doesn't even care. He doesn't have to use any finesse at this point, although he did do some nice moves with the lurkers moving in the last time. But in the meantime, another base over here, another base over here, and another base over here. This is over. There's 7 bases to 2 is not a good position to be in, and I don't think Drieven even realizes the position he's in. Otherwise, he would have GG'd already. But yeah, Mondragon going to take out this force. No chance of him taking that 3rd base. So Drieven GG's. Mondragon takes the first game. This is a best of 5. We're going to have to see if Drieven can pull something different out in game 2. He can still come back and win the best of 5, but if things go this way, then Mondragon definitely seems to be the better player at this point.